Well, I'd like to talk about the gutting, not just of America, by the abusive, disgusting, abusive scum that are controlling money and everything else on this planet right now, whose doom is rapidly approaching. But they will not leave until they suffer immensely. Immensely. And it'll be on video everywhere, all over the internet. The last holdout was America, United States of America, and it's been destroyed. Everyone thinks 2020 was an election, or at least people are being told they can't say it's not, yada, yada, yada. It's a joke. You have a coalition of the richest negative people on the planet. They're literally called Anunnaki hybrid minions. That's who they are. People don't want to think, oh, Anunnaki, reptilian humans, oh, this guy's stupid, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Let me ask you something. Do you pray to a god? Do you keep giving him money? Pray to him, and what do you get back? Your car breaks down, you get sick, lose your house, your wife leaves you, children get hurt. That's the loving God that you're paying money to every Sunday? And it doesn't matter what religion it is, they're all garbage. They're all junk. It's all BS. Every last bit of it. The original first being, which is what has been making you call itself God while it was still alive, died 2013, May 23rd, sorry. It's the one that made these solid bodies and everything else, abusing you. But the Anunnaki, Anunnaki are wonderful people. They're reptilian, very strong reptilian, and they're just aggressive like reptiles. That's their DNA. That's the nature. We have a lot of it inside of these bodies. There's 38 people on the planet right now that don't have reptilian DNA in their bodies, and that's because they were produced on a ship. And I don't mean a sailing ship that goes over the water, okay? People don't think ETs are real. Well, you're about to find out. I mean, there's enough proof already, but you're going to find out in a big way. The second this body drops dead and I'm free, you're going to find out. There's no way anyone's going to be able to say anything else. So, when the Anunnaki when the problematic, the Anunnaki that came here a little better than 11 million years ago, they finally established a strong force just after 11 million years ago, like 10.8, 10.89, whatever. And then they started growing. And then by the time about 10.5 million years ago, they were already a controlling influence here on the planet. There was 12 royal classes, 12 royal families, and there were 7 that were the strongest, that were the rulers. Excuse me, that worked at a group. Early 2016, I put out videos about it. They were taken out, taken away. Another ET group, the original first beings, physical beings on this planet, starting the second lives ever had here, as Lily and I are the Drak race. They're extremely aggressive. They're dragon. It's dragon energy. They're extremely aggressive and strong and everything, but they don't jump just to jump. They're slower, calmer than most of them are, than most of the reptilian races are. But when they do crank it up, it's intense. There's no more intelligent, no more powerful race than the Drak. Now, there's a group running around. they call themselves the Draconian. They're schmucks. They've actually been taking Droc DNA over hundreds, 1,000 centuries, and they've been putting it into themselves, trying to make themselves more like the Droc. Excuse me, and they can't do diddly squat. They're more aggressive, but they're genetically sick, so they're nothing. They don't compare. You put a Droc up against a Draconian, and the Draconian is like an ant. The Droc and the Neantis and some others. This video was in about ETs that are here. There's ETs all over the place, and so many different varieties, but the ones I talk about are the ones I have personal experiences with, including in the house, like the Anunnaki. We'll do a video on that later, but they took out all the leaders, and then what the Anunnaki, the actual Anunnaki themselves did is, they would be, raping the Adamics when they were here, and that DNA got in and out of everyone. They were raping everyone else, trying to change their DNA a little bit. The Royal Anunnaki scum families. The Anunnaki themselves, like I said, they're awesome. Their home planet is, the first one was destroyed. The second one now, it's in the outer edge of the Pleiades galaxy. So anyway, they were like, the scum that came here, they were like pirates. They tore the hell out of Mars. Their previous generations just emptied it out. I mean, it's disgusting. And they've been here. Like I said, they came here a little over 11 million years ago, but it was about 10.5 million years ago they became a force to be reckoned with. They were the strongest individual clan. They hadn't taken over yet, though. So these individual royal families, they'd have their leader, and the leaders, they had minions working for them, but the minions had to be humanoid plus the particular royal family's Anunnaki DNA in them. It had to be really strong Anunnaki DNA from that particular family, royal family. And then the strongest, the single strongest one in the different groups is the one that would be their minion. When it comes to large transactions that have been going on around this planet since the beginning, 10% of it. Just over 10, between 10 and 11% of all those transactions went into a big, like a bank account. And the Anunnaki minions were the ones who would access the money, and the Anunnaki themselves told them, you go here, you tell this, tyrant that we're going to fund him and everything else. If it isn't like it, we'll destroy him, yada, yada. Torture his family in front of him, yada, 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 yada. So, and they've been running things. The Anunnaki families, the royal families, the scum Anunnaki royal families did, pirates. They just come, use, and tear apart and destroy. So anyway, wait for my lungs to erupt again. So anyway, these minions are still around. There's seven of them. 3 of them got taken out, for a fact, but they were replaced. Three of the main 7, but they were replaced, and now you have 7 of them, and then you have an 8th one who's at a lower level, and he's not of any particular house, but he's gotten some power. in this life and what he's done, and he's extremely reptilian. His name is George Soros. He's close to just dropping. I hope not, for I can get out of here, because I have a gift for him. What he's got coming. Karma's a bitch. Or it's about to be. Karmera. Era's karma. Anyway, so these Anunnaki minions, the 7 of them, they have all this money. They are so rich, there's no way to, they can throw around 100 trillion like it's nothing. And because to them it's not. They have that much money. And with nothing on the other side to control them, because they don't care and they know what's about to happen, it's all coming to an end. But in the meantime, all of us are really suffering. That last election we had, presidential, Biden's just a figurehead and everything else, and all it is it's people being run by the Anunnaki minions. They control everything with the money, and everyone goes for the money. Look what's going on with China. China was built up by the whole world, especially the United States. Why? Because they could build something for less if they were taught right. If they were taught how to do it, they had cheap labor. Well, yeah, it was cheap. It was slave labor. So what happens there? Well, China starts getting a little more money. They get a little bigger because they're getting more money. They get a little more control. And they steal everyone's secrets and everything. They have no honor. I mean, scum. Chinese people themselves are wonderful beings inside a body that's in China. But the control system is what's destroyed them for their lives. There's more oppressed and beaten and abused people living in China than there is any other place. That's going to be stopped. You'll see everything happen when I get out of here, when this body drops and I'm free again. But they give it a fancy word, communism. It's just tyranny. It's the ones at top. As a matter of fact, these 7 at the very top, these Anunnaki, nasty Anunnaki, the royal family minions, they're fighting with each other. There's 3 or 4 families in there now. The 7 is kind of, 3 of them already, they can't really compete, so they just hang around and wait till the other 3 or 4 fight, and to where one of them starts winning over the other one, and then they'll take their support, put it behind that one. It's a game. I mean, how much money do you need? We need to pay bills. We need to help each other. You have no idea of the money that's come into the spiritual foundation. It goes right out. Animals, people, wherever it needs to go the most, that's where we send it. And it's mostly animals. Right now, we can't send anything out because we're spending so much money trying to get Deanna over to Spain and everything else, which is about to happen. But anyway, so the whole thing is just for these minion, Anunnaki, the nasty Anunnaki minion, the minions, for them to finally just destroy everything. They will kill people just like China kills them. They'll kill 1 million without thinking about it. So what? Good. We have more food for the other people. What about the other ones? Well, before they die, pull their organs out and sell them. We got money to make. It's disgusting. So anyway, that's what's going on physically. It's coming to an end. But I promise you, before this all comes to an end, you're going to see all of them suffer. It'll be all over YouTube. After I'm gone the next close to a year, it's going to be really hard. Everything's going to change. So, those of you with compassion, you're being taken care of. You're going to be fine. But people are going to come. People with compassion are going to come together. And the assholes, they're mine. They belong in the era. As for the whatever time they have left. But they need to pay. And I mean dearly, painfully, for as long as it's deemed necessary. The end of abuse is coming. So are these solid bodies. A lot of people think, oh my gosh, if the solid bodies are gone, we won't have lives, and your life is going to be so awesome. You just don't remember what it's like to be yourself. Anyway, folks, look. Love you, take care. It's an horrific thing that's happening around the world right now. Inflation's just going to keep going. The Democrats say we're not in a recession. Oh, wait till you see what's coming. If I could just get out of here, it's going to get fixed. Not JSX the body. To me, there is none. This body has its name. It was created here on Earth. Yada, yada, yada. So what? It's not who I am. It's the car, the truck that I drive around, and I don't do much of the driving. It doesn't go where I want and do what I want. It's what's done to us. So it's coming. So when you see all that, when you watch a loaf of bread go up to 10 times what it was a year ago, 2 years ago, and everything else does too, that's who's doing it. They're sick. They're sick. Folks, love you. Hang in there. A fix is coming. My last life was easy as far as getting out. I had a man with a handgun right in front of me, and another man in the second story of a building not that far away, and between the two of them, the one shot from the rifle and the 3 shots from the handgun, they ripped open my heart and killed me right away. So that was easy. This body I can't get out of. And the other side doesn't want me to die like that, because they don't want me coming out madder than, more upset than what I already am. So, we're all equal. No one's any better than anyone else. I was made for a different reason, so I was made differently. And I'm strong and I'm fed up. I was made to protect, and I haven't been able to protect worth a damn since I was created. So I'm a little anxious. All of you have no idea how awesome you are. You are such beautiful fields of energy with focal points in it. Your heart, your solar plexus, your pineal based stuff, there are different focal points within your energy field. We have feelings, but we don't have erratic emotions. It's nice. There's no pain. There's no suffering. You don't eat. You don't sleep. You just enjoy yourself. Go where you want, as you want, when you want. You can go from one end of the universe to the other and back again in 9 seconds, and at least 4 or 5 of that is stopping along the way to check some stuff out. It's coming. All the abusers are going to get taken down. So, wish I had a time, but I don't. Those of you that enjoy, that want to, you enjoy learning about metaphysical things, energy and stuff. There's a lot in stones. This is a real nice piece of some golden tiger's eye. It's very nice and relaxing. With those of you that have bodies, not just Fey energy, but Fey bodies, bodies that, well, they're human bodies, but they have higher concentrations of Fey energy in them, of Fey DNA in them. Excuse me. This is almost like lapis lazuli for most people. You take this plus lapis, and it'll really help you see things multidimensionally. Oh well. So times are real bad. They're going to get worse, and then it's going to get fixed. Hang in there. Good time to tell the people you love that you love them. That's a powerful thing. The heart is incredibly powerful. Take care, folks. Have a good one.